And the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tanko Muhammad, has appealed to members of the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria to call off their industrial action. Justice Muhammad made this appeal following a meeting with some JUSUN officials yesterday. According to a statement by his media aide, Ahuraka Issa, the meeting was convened to explore solutions and ways to mitigate the impacts of the ongoing strike on the nation's judiciary sector. At the end of the meeting, the CJN asked the JUSUN officials to sheath their swords while the process of making state governments obey the Executive Order 10 and various court judgments on the autonomy of the judiciary were being implemented. And joining me to shed more light on the situation is the National Treasurer of JUSUN, Musa Jimoh. Good to have you join us, Musa Jimoh. We know that we understand that the Constitution states clearly defines autonomy for the three arms of government. There is also an executive order to this regard. What are you hearing from the state governments as to why they have not implemented the financial autonomy for the judiciary? Just to be clear, if you can hear me, Mr. Musa Jimoh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. So my question is, what are you hearing from the state governors as to why they have not implemented the financial autonomy for the judiciary?
Well, it's surprising. It's surprising that the state governors are firm to uphold the constitution of this country, and now they decide to handpick the section to obey and the one not to obey. Section 121 sub 3 says monuments for judiciary should be handed over directly to the head of courts. And there's no ambiguity there. And for further clarity, we went to court. We went to court in 2014, 2015, and we got a judgment against them. And up to this moment that I'm speaking, nobody have appealed against that judgment. We tried to enforce it severally, but to no avail. There was interventions from federal government. There was attempt, and we wrote to the president of this country, and he graciously obliged us and set up a committee to look into the autonomy of judiciary and National Assembly. And they came out, they did a beautiful work. They came out with a result. And up till this moment, it has not seen the light of the day. The president of this country, in his magnanimity again, he set out an Order 10 that spelled out how it will work out, how the money should be deducted from source forward to the judiciary. We thought it was going to work. We submitted all the data, all the budgeted in the state, as captured, as approved. We were expected to start deduction by October last year. It went down the drain.
So
we don't know what is happening.
Because people are saying that, look, if you really want to put up a fight, if this is something that you're really willing to do in terms of ensuring financial autonomy for the judiciary, maybe a good place to start would be how judges are appointed, because judges are appointed by the state governors, and they say that, look, he who plays the piper dictates the tune. So if you start from there, perhaps that is how to get financial autonomy.
The judges, they came from the state. The appointment comes from the NJSC. Yes, the governor can only submit names. Then the clearance comes from the NJSC. The appointment comes from the NJSC. So I don't see anything wrong with that.
All right, so quickly, just before I let you go, now that the CJN has intervened, are you willing to call off the strike?
Yes, the CJ is a father, and any good father that sees his children lamenting, he has to call them. And he has done what he is supposed to do, and he has spoke to us as a father. But the truth is, what we are requesting for does not lie on his hand. If he has it, he would have solved this problem long ago. It's the governors that are frustrating the judiciary. But still, as a father, he had to appeal to us. We heard him, and we accepted that we are going to meet at the larger house on Saturday. We will discuss with the National Committee, explain to them the appeal from our father. Then whatever decision they take, we'll get back to him.
All right.
That is when it will determine whether the strike will be called off or will be sustained.
All right. We would look out for that meeting and then also look out for the outcome of that meeting. National Treasurer of JUSUN, Musa Jibo, thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.